Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. This time we're going straight for these dudes. We fought them last episode, and it went sort of well until I got to the second stage of the fight. And I failed miserably at that one. It's been a while since I fought these guys, so I'm not as unusually perfect as I usually am. Murderino. Work our way up here, murder this guy too. Very good. And the rest is history. Because we just kind of run. And this time, we don't have the annoying thing where we open the doors and then the fog wall. Alright. Dang it. Nearly. He stopped before he got to me. That's very interesting, because the AI usually gets that right. The distance thing. Yes. You... Oh my. What are you doing? Whatever. I think what I'll do is I'll just duck over here and take these back. Wow. The third friend should be getting up. I think I hear him tinking about. Oh, the other guys finally decide to start fighting, huh? That's Red Eyes. Oh, they attack all around themselves, so it's hard to get in there and do tricky things like a back attack. You can. You absolutely can. And I've accidentally selected firebombs. No. Stop. Where's Red Eyes at? Did Red Eyes die? I think Red Eyes died. Oh, here he comes. Okay, good. I'm gonna take a drink. Seriously, dude. Seriously. I appreciate not. Okay. This jackass. Alright, now, I'm going to skip this bit. Because we just want to get to the fighting. Alright, you. I'm not dealing with your junk today, mister. Alright? Stamina recovery. And back in we go. And murder Rooney. Absolutely. I'll be taking a chug of that. Thank you. And stamina recovery. And in we go. Oh, we got a back attack. And he is removed from this world. And that's it. And that's it. That's how it goes when it goes well. Boy, I wish the one last episode went that smoothly. I'm kind of planned for this episode to not go so smoothly. Right, with 23,000 souls, I really should go and spend them. So we are going to do that before we move on. Firelink Shrine. Alright. Firelink Shrine. Mr. Man.
Just good, wasn't he?
I forgot to give you the Sage's
Well. What's the undead legion doing with a coal such as this? I'd heard one of the crystal sages had sided with Farron's abyss watchers. I suppose it must be true.
He murdered that one.
You should know. This coal is imbued with magic. First one I've ever seen. Hardly a surprise, is it? I've never been one for books or wise men.
Yeah, so the Sage's Call is kind of directed toward characters that are pyromancers or sorcerers, because they give us access to a few that are useful for that. Let's see, for example, if I wanted... I can now do crystal. I can now do fire. No, I could always do fire. I can now do blast, and I can do poison. Do we have an Estus flask waiting? Alright. We did. And I don't think... No, we are still waiting on
be careful.
more stuff before we can reinforce our claymore anymore. It'll be a while, I think. It will be a while.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak.
Mm-hmm.
Very well, then taken.
Okay. So, I think we go for endurance, and we are starting to spend ourselves out of level, so I'm actually going to cancel that.
Farewell, Ashen.
And I am going to crunch a tasty soul. How much is that one? We've kind of forgotten the values. So 2 more of those and we'll be good. Use... it's not what I meant. I meant to use multiple. I didn't use multiple. Okay, that'll do it.
Welcome, husband. Very well, then taken.
So we're going to take endurance and
manifestations of disparity.
endurance.
By fire, burrow deep
Yeah.
within me.
And endurance and vitality are probably where those, endurance and vigor are probably where those are going to sit for a long while. And we're going to probably focus on strength and vitality at this point. And maybe some other stats if necessary. Alright, let's head back to the bonfire we just did, the Abyss Watchers one. We are going to move on to the Tombs of Carthus. With them dead, this moves back all on its own. Ooh, very spoopy. And now we are in the... Sorry, not the Tombs of Carthus, the Catacombs of Carthus. Okay. So when we come this way, we're going to find a scary, spooky skeleton. Hello. Tum-ty-tum. Okay. So... the deal here is, if you've played Dark Souls 1, you'll know that skeletons will just keep on getting up until you've killed the necromancer. Not in this case. Skeletons get up twice. And that's it. And not all skeletons get up twice either, just most. And this dude here is going to be very aggressive. Come on, friend. You're like making me look... There we go. Very aggressive. I was hoping I could get in there before he could. Here's this roly-poly thing that he does. Wow! You're swinging ever so slightly faster than me. It's quite annoying. I'm gonna do the old round and round trick. Oh, you apparently can't backstab these dudes. It's alright, I guess. But they can give you Titanite shards if you're a bit behind on your reinforcing or you want to reinforce new weapons. So you can harvest them for that. We, though, are not going to go through the door ahead of us. We're going to go down here. Murder this fool. If you hear the sound of souls, you know they're not going to get back up, right? So, whoa, I forgot about you. Fortunately, skeletons have a fairly simple AI. They're very, very aggressive. But that aggression gets them murdered again. Okay, let's take a look at that tome before we move on. We're not going to make use of it, but a pyromancer might. Where would you come under? Carthus Tome of Pyromancy. Where would you be? In here? Because I think you've got to give it to your friend, the pyromancer, to be able to make use of it. So it should be a key item. Yeah, there it is. Pyromancy Tome from Carthus containing pyromancies crafted for battle. Give to an old pyromancer to learn advanced pyromancies of the Great Swamp. Carthus pyromancies developed in isolation from other forms, explaining their divergent evolution. Yes. So, Carthus pyromancies, if I remember right, are often dark pyromancies, whereas pyromancies of the Great Swamp are normal pyromancies. Hey, Mr. Red Eye Dude. These guys are ninjas. Like, literally, they're ninjas. See? They do Naruto running and everything. We're not going to have any of that. Again, skeletons, aggressive. You can wait for your moment and then you can pretty much get them dead. We couldn't quite finish the job, but that's alright. They do, however, do a lot of bleed damage, those ninja ones. Sharp gem. That is like the best thing in the world for a dexterity character, and I think that's the first sharp gem you actually get in the entire game. Could be wrong. I honestly can't remember. Have a firebomb. It's not going to do much to him, but it will get his attention, which is what I want. Hi, friend. You've got a big sword. Right. Got souls. We know he's dead. Carthus Rouge, by the way, is an item that, heck, why don't I just show you? It's probably got lore associated to it. Highly viscous scarlet plant secretions temporarily applies bleeding effect to right-hand weapon associated with warriors of Carthus whose blades take on a scarlet hues of both the sanguine substance and the spatters of their victim's blood. Ooh, spooky. So while I did kill that guy, we will be coming back around there from a different direction. And instead, I'm going this way. Now, I can forgive people getting lost in this kind of situation because you've got very little frames of reference if you've been in here for the first time. You can't exactly look across that way and see the entire map, right? But I do have an uncannily good memory when it comes to this stuff, so this is why I'm able to navigate fairly easily without having played this section in a long while. Hi, friend. Okay. So we got dude right in front of us. Wake up. There he goes. As you can tell. Did I miss it? I think I got souls actually from that guy. So he's not going to get back up. We have a sword man there. We have another dude here. We got souls from him. Alright. Silly aggressive skeleton. You're wide open. There's two dudes down here. Although I was able to pull this guy without pulling the other one. Which, you know, fine by me. Alright, your turn. These guys can actually be tricky jerks, and I shouldn't have done what I just did then, which is try to circle him with my shield, because particularly the one-armed scimitar skeletons like to kick, and they will kick you open and then jab you right in the stomach area, which is not very fun. It's kind of mean, but that's how they do. Alright, so, where are we at? Right, one level down. Both raise at once. Got souls for him. Obviously got souls for the other one. But we are just about where I was when I called that other dude over. Just got one more friend here who's a big scimitar wielding foe. Who, again, thanks to skeleton aggression, is kind of easy. But this is where we were before, looking in. And then I went around the long way. So I could clear out skeletons, get souls, and items. Speaking of items, yoink. Right, we want to head down, but we don't want to head down the right way, and this is the right way. We want to head down this way. You always want to go the wrong way in these places. Oh, you're going to get up, of course. That's when Claymore really shines. It's just a big lawnmower. Bone mower in this case. Bone grinder? Yeah, bone grinder. What you say? Try to do it. You know what they're trying to tell me to do? Is trying to get this guy. Oh. That's literally never happened. Usually that Titanite lizard will run away from you and run off the edge, and you being you, and me being me, will run off with it. And it's just death. 100% death. Down there. But that's what we came down here for. We also came down here for an NPC who hasn't shown up, which is a little bit worrying. And I'm not sure why, because I think I've done all the steps required. But maybe they'll be further in. So, you ready for this? I'm just gonna do this. That was a giant boulder made of bone. Pretty neat, huh? I'm gonna let it go by once more. And I'm gonna run. There's a funny dude here with a hat. That dude there, if you want that boulder to stop, you have to kill him. He's gonna be a jerk and stand over there. I'm gonna be more of a jerk and throw a fireball. Oh, I missed. I missed again. I have plenty of firebombs, sir. I will get you. Yeah, what up? There's a reason I'm not trying to go forward. It's so hard aiming this thing. Right. See? Dang it. Alright. What else do we have? Let's put something else on that quick bar. Equipment. I have one kukri. What else could I hit this guy with? Just one kukri. Not good. Okay. Well. You're dead. It's these guys that I didn't want to... See the dude with the eyes? That there is awful. Horrible bombs. Also, the eyes are how you can tell if a skeleton's going to get back up again. If they don't have light in their eyes, they're going to stay down the first time you kill them. They also, the light leaves their eyes if you've killed them once already. But as you can see, the boulder broke on this wall behind us while I was busy fighting them. And we get an undead bone shard. Now, we're going to go back. It's just the way things are. Want to fully explore? Got to go back. Got to backtrack quite a bit. Going to run up these stairs though. So we're going to go out the main door, which we jumped off the edge for last time. Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting these guys here. Hey, friend. Alright. It's alright to circle them when you can see they're winding up. It's just you don't want to do that when they're not winding up, because that's when they'll kick you. Fortunately, skeletons, again, very aggressive, very easy to tell when they're doing things. Okay. This is why we're coming down here. This is a shortcut that you can take from the bonfire if you haven't got the next one. And the next one's a real pain. So we'll probably use this one once or twice, depending on how I go. The episode's already getting kind of long in the tooth. But I will try and get the next bonfire before we stop. So, this is a terrible, horrible hallway. It's terrible and horrible because things on your right want to murder you. And there's nothing on your left except barrier. Dude with the grenades, come here, come on. These travel through walls. So, don't think you're okay just because you're standing behind something. You could just move a little faster. Alright, that's close enough. Stop. Dang it. Got it off. Don't break these. Jugs with bones in them. If you break them, they'll do the thing with the spirits. Yeah. Like that. But sometimes you have to... Oh, sorry, it's the small jugs. My bad. Small jugs are the ones that have the horrible, awful things in them. So you can break these big ones. Is this gonna... Yes, it is! Actually, I guess it's kind of random. That probably answers my confusion. Carthus Milk Ring. This ring is pretty cool if you are a character which is not my character. But we shall look at the Carthus Milk Ring. Ring worn by warriors of the Sand Kingdom Carthus slightly boosts dexterity and obscures the user while rolling. You saw that very first skeleton, very first big skeleton up on the bridge. When he was rolling at me, he turned invisible. It does that. And slightly boosts dexterity. The sword technique of Carthus allows for fluid movement with curved swords. Masters of the technique are said to dazzle their opponent by moving as weightlessly as a grain of sand. They live for their High Lord, Volnir, conqueror of most kingdoms known to their people. Pretty cool. Carthus Milk Ring, get. Moving right along. Hello, message. Be wary of trap. Yes, that trap. That trap's actually kind of useful, though. Let's see if we can put it to usefulness. Hi, friends. See the big dude there with the scimitar? Yeah. Ow! You jerk spirit. Maybe an update changed that, because those spirits absolutely used to go through walls, which is why I think that AI is confused and chucking it at the wall. Right, we got his attention, not what I wanted, but the other dude was not coming forward. Here's what we do. Boop. Did not meant to get hit myself, but... Alright. See the problem with him? Sometimes they get up again. Big dudes can be dudes that get up again, and it's not fun. For a character I was making, I spent a long time in this hallway here, killing those two big skeletons over and over again for the chance to get the weapon that they are holding. And I have a obscene hatred for these guys now. We're not going to try and get that item over there, by the way, because you literally cannot make that jump. It's there to entice you to your death. See how they have a one-handed scimitar? You've seen lots of them with two-handed scimitars. These are the dudes that turn invisible when they roll, and it's that weapon that I wanted. Alright. I also had to use a weapon we have, I think. It's a boss weapon. Is this it? No. We have not got it. It's a boss weapon. It's a saber that you get from handing in the soul for the crystal wizard that we fought. That saber has a special... that saber has a special ability. It's hard to think and focus on this dude at the same time. Talk and focus on this dude. So I'm going to sharpen a second. Alright. A special saber, and that saber has the ability to increase your chance of getting items from enemies. And I had to fight those guys in this really awkward way, where I'd fight them with my main weapon, which was a dex strength weapon, and then swap to the saber, which was just a dex weapon, to finish them off, to make sure that I got the extra chance. So we've got a hole in front of us. The things you do for loot. We're gonna see that guy in a bit, hopefully. Roly-poly bone-bolly. See ya. That's the other problem of this area and where I was farming. Here's the bonfire. Which meant you had to compete with a bone... No, I don't want to summon that phantom. You had to deal with a bone ball the whole time. Alright, bonfire get. So, next episode, we're going to go to the left, past this roly-poly bone-bolly, and go into the lower part of the catacombs, which is where I would have fallen into had I tried to get that item, or went down the hole where those two skeletons was. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!